It is very important that we need to support our leaders. We need to pray for them. We need to protect our leaders. Because every organization depends on leadership. If the leaders are weak, they are misled. If they are egoistic, they will bring more problems to the community. Unless we have wise, holy, sober, and mature leaders, the organization will not grow. At the end of the day, it will be the members that will suffer, not just the leader. It is very daunting to be a political or corporate, and worse still, a religious leader. Unlike in the past, leaders command people. Leaders are the ones that people were served. But today, leaders are simply called to serve others. A servant leadership, which we called. And yet this servant leadership very often is grossly misunderstood. Today, leaders, instead of leading, are being led by their sheep. It is the sheep that tells the leaders what they want, and leaders are called to obey the sheep. Unfortunately, the sheep are very much divided. They are misled by the world. The values of the world that are so confusing, and this has kind of penetrated the minds and hearts of our believers. They themselves no longer know what is true and what is from the evil one. But they want the leaders to listen to them, to follow and do their bidding. That's the reason why today being leaders is a very challenging task. How to continue to lead your people knowing that they have gone wrong. They are walking not in the way of truth. Because people are so educated, they think they know best. Everyone knows best. So what is leadership? Leadership for the world today is to be a coordinator, not to lead. If we can try to get them to all to follow the popular view, that is leadership. We know, my dear brothers and sisters, that is not leadership. We will lead our people to doom. Among the leaders, there are also wolves, because leaders are divided. Because of egoism, because of individualism, leaders cannot agree among themselves. Leaders are fighting among themselves. When leaders are not united in serving the people, who will suffer at the end of the day is the people. The people will start taking sides, having camps. And this is where the organization, the church becomes divided. And that's the reason why even to find good leaders is very challenging, because most of us, we are coming from a very broken, wounded, individualistic, materialistic, selfish society. Satan is waiting to destroy religious leaders particularly. Leaders can be tempted to power, to glory, to fame, to wealth, materialism, to sex. And some of you are the ones who are putting these temptations. We need to be alert, because the devil might be using you to destroy the church, to cause scandals, to weaken faith and trust in our leaders. Most or practically all leaders, They are sincere. We want to serve God, we want to serve you, but we are weak. We are easily tempted, and sometimes we fall. That is why it's so important, my dear brothers and sisters, if you truly loved the leaders, then you must pray for them. You must pray that the leaders will be living in the truth, to be consecrated in the truth. Secondly, we need to pray for leaders, not just walking the truth, humble leaders, not leaders who are very independent, because we all need one another. When leaders are not willing to listen, to dialogue, humble enough to acknowledge their weaknesses. That's why being consecrated in the truth means that first and foremost, leaders must grow in self-awareness, not just in knowledge of God. Sometimes we leaders have plenty of knowledge of God, but no self-awareness. This is the problem. And that is why we destroy people's life, because we are not aware of our own weaknesses, of our own blindness. We are good at judging people, but we are not so good looking at our own mistakes, humble enough to admit that we ourselves are sinners. If you truly want your leaders to be good, to be truly servant leader, pray for us, love us. Love us not to destroy us. You must love us in such a way that you help us to be better leaders, holy leaders, self-sacrificing leaders. So don't just love your leaders. Don't just love the priest, because your love can also destroy the priest. Are you loving them in the way that you will help them to be devoted to the service of God and the service of our brothers and sisters?